Good morning, class. Welcome to St. Peter School. This is your science class, and in previous class, we have already completed our chapter number one, that is laws of motion. Today, we are going to start with the question and answer. So, all the students are requested to take out your books and take out page number 17. Okay, so on 16. So read out the first question. Match the first column with appropriate entries in the second and third column and remake the table. Okay, so what you have to do, just you have to remake the table. The table is given is wrong. You have to arrange all the three and what you have to do, you have to make a proper table. So the question is this: a negative acceleration, positive acceleration, zero acceleration. Second column, the velocity of the object remains constant, the velocity of the object decreases, and the velocity of the object increases. Column 3, our car initially at rest reaches a velocity of 50 km per hour in 10 seconds. A vehicle is moving with a velocity of 25 meter per second. A vehicle moving with the velocity of 10 meter per second, 10 meter per second stop after 5 seconds. So okay, so first thing is negative acceleration. So if you have to first of all find out where is the negative acceleration is occurring. So when you will read out all the three, look here, what is the correct answer. A vehicle moving with the velocity of 10 meter per second stops after 5 seconds. Okay, so what happened? A vehicle is moving with the velocity of the 10 meter per second, stops after 5 seconds. 5 सेकंड के बाद वो रुक जाता है. Okay, and what will happen? Negative acceleration. It's why it's telling like it will be a negative acceleration. Okay, so first of all, read out this column number two. That is the velocity of the object decreases. निगेटिव एक्सेलरेशन हुआ है इट मीन्स द वेलोसिटी ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट क्या होगा डिक्रीज होगा तभी निगेटिव एक्सेलरेशन होगा कोई भी कार अगर मूव कर रहा है एंड इफ आई विल टेल यू दैट द कार हैज अ सम नेगेटिव एक्सेलरेशन और कार स्टॉप्स एंड इट कम्स बैक विद अ नेगेटिव एक्सेलरेशन that is called negative acceleration. So the it means that the velocity of the car is decreasing by that time, that is called negative acceleration. So the velocity of the object decreases and the vehicle moving with the velocity of 10 meter per second stops after 5 seconds. Then only it will change, right? Positive acceleration, it means the velocity of the object is increasing. A car initially at rest reaches a velocity of 50 km per hour in 10 seconds. Means the car was at the rest, it has a zero velocity, but when it moves it with a 50 km per hour, it means the acceleration instantly increases. Zero acceleration, the velocity of the object remains constant and vehicle is moving with a velocity of 25 meter per second. It means that car is still moving with a 25 meter per second. It has not stopped and now nor it is in a rest position. It is quite moving, like still moving in a 25 meter per second. So it in that case, what happened? Acceleration will become a constant, or you can say that sorry, acceleration will not become a constant. It means that the velocity of the object is constant, hence the acceleration will be zero, because what is the acceleration? Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. Okay, so this will be the correct answer. Come to the question number two. Question number two is clarify the differences, distance and displacement, uniform and non-uniform motion. So lots of the time we have done this. What is the difference between distance and displacement? Displacement. So let's see the answer. First is a distance and displacement. So we'll discuss about the distance and displacement. The actual length of the path traveled by a moving object while going from one point to another point is called distance, while displacement is the minimum or the shortest distance from the starting to the finishing point. You have seen the very first example when we have started with the chapter. Look at the page number 1. You can see the example there given what is the distance between Sheetal and Prasant's house to the school. So what is the actual distance between Sheetal and Prasant's house was 500 plus 1200, it means 1700. But what is the shortest distance minimum between the house, Sheetal's house and the school is 1300 meter. So that is 1300 meter is the displacement while 1700 is the Distance. So the same answer is written here. The actual length of the path traveled by a moving object while moving from one point to another point is called distance. While displacement is the minimum distance from the starting to the finishing point. Distance is a scalar quantity while displacement is a vector quantity. Meanwhile, the value of distance is always positive while the displacement can be negative or positive or zero. Okay, so distance is always positive while the value of distance is always positive while the displacement can be negative, positive or zero. It means like suppose it's a 1700 meter is a distance, so sometimes might be what happen when you will find the shortest distance, it's might be it's only 1300, or sometimes it is also a greater. Okay, now come to the question number second, uniform and non-uniform motion. You can also write it in a tabular form. अगर आपको table के form में लिखना है, that will be more better if you are writing it in a table form. Okay, and I think I also have given you what is the difference between distance and displacement in a tabular form. So you can write that also, or you can write this one. If you find this one easy, you can write this one. Okay, now come to the question number B. An object is said to be moving with a non-uniform speed if an object covers unequal distance in equal time interval. For example, the motion of a vehicle being driving through a heavy traffic. Alternatively, an object covering equal distance in equal time interval are said to be the moving with a uniform speed, and the time distance graph obtained for the uniform speed is always straight line, and while the graph of the non-uniform speed can take any shape on the basis of how acceleration alters with time. So we also discuss this lots of time, what is uniform and what is non-uniform motion. When the body is moving with a different velocity with the respect of times, that is called non-uniform, while the body is moving with a constant velocity with respect of time, that is called uniform velocity. That's all. Okay, so you can write more difference you if you know, and in this also you can write in a tabular form. If you will write in a tabular form, what will happen, like the answer will be more impactful. It is very easy to correct, and lots of points you can write there. Now come to the question number three. Okay, you will see the chart is given here, and what you will find out in the chart, like u is given. What is u? U is the initial velocity, a is acceleration, t is time, and the formula which you have to use is v is equal to u plus at. Okay. So how you will find out the in the first question, in third question number first, what is given? Initial velocity is given, my acceleration is given, time is given. You have to just find out the velocity. So you will just put out all the facts, all the values of u plus at, and you will find out the answer. In the second question, what happened? U is not given while A is given, T is given, so you can and even V is also given. So when you will put out all the values, you can find out all the so all the equations are already solved. You can go through this. Okay, you can go through this and you will find the same answer. If you find any problem, let me know. Okay, so then I will explain you. You don't have to do anything from your side. Every values are given. You have to just put the numbers on the elements where what are the values given. You have to just put out the values. Just value put karna, and you have to take out whatever you have to find out. Okay, so you will not face any problem in this, and then complete the chart. Now question number 4. Question number 4 is the type of fill in the blanks. Complete the sentence and explain them also. Okay. So the minimum distance between the start and finish point of the motion of an object is called dash of the object. What will be the answer? Displacement. Because we just now discussed this. What is the minimum distance between the two objects is known as displacement. Okay, so you can see the here answer is given. The minimum distance between the start and finish point of the motion of an object is called displacement of the object. The shortest distance between the initial and final position of the object is called displacement. B, deceleration is a dash. Negative acceleration. What is deceleration? Deceleration is a negative acceleration. It is nothing, means that was moving with a larger velocity, but instantly what happens, it changes the velocity, it decreases its velocity, and what happens in that case, and then there is a change in velocity, so acceleration will occur, and then that will known as the negative acceleration. Okay, so when a body is deaccelerating, it means its speed is decreasing speed, and acceleration with a negative also shows that the speed of the body is decreasing. Okay. Now, question number C. When an object in uniform circular motion, it's called centripetal. Okay, its dash changes at every point. Centripetal force. Let me check what is the answer. When an object is in a uniform circular motion, its velocity change at every point. In a uniform circular motion, the direction of motion of the body changes at every instant of time. This continuous change in the direction of motion of the body at every instant accounts for the change in its velocity at every point at the instant. Okay, so when we were discussing about the uniform circular motion, we definitely have discussed this, that in uniform circular motion, the direction of motion of the body changes at every instant of time, and that's why the velocity changes at the every moment of time. Okay, so now question number D, during collision dash remain constant. Okay, so what happened when the two body collide? What happens? What will be remain constant? During collision, momentum of the system remains constant. When two bodies collide with each other, as shown, action and reaction force comes into the action. That is, two body exerts force on each other. That is Newton's third law, which is also known as the to every action there is equal and opposite reaction. And the okay, sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, yes, action and the reaction force comes into the action. Two bodies exerts force on each other. It was a Newton's second law. I'm so sorry. It was a Newton's second law that the during collision momentum system remains constant when two bodies collide with each other. Action and reaction force comes into action, and that is called the body exerts force on each other. Last question is the working of a rocket depends on Newton's dash law. Okay, it's written here. Third law of motion. How the burning fuel inside the rocket creates a forward push on the rocket. This forward push creates an equal and opposite push on exhaust gases. Thus, the working of a rocket depends on Newton's third law of motion. Okay. To every action there is a equal and opposite reaction was the third law of motion. Okay, in this what this is explaining, it's a Newton's second law, but Newton's third law it's was to every action there is equal and opposite reaction, and on the basis of this what happened, the example of rocket you can find there. Now, so we are going to end class here only, and in next class we will discuss more about the question and answer. So what you can do, you can just start writing all the question and answer in your notebook, and start also revising with writing. You just start learning also. So till the time, take care and bye bye.